Welcome back now to a very special report about one Seattle man who says he didn't know he had a potentially life-threatening heart condition until one day he received a notification on his Apple Watch. That man also happens to be my dad. Take a look.
It's entirely possible that the Apple Watch saved my life.
A buzz on a smartwatch turns into a life-saving discovery. It was during the summer of 2022. My dad called with the news he needed heart surgery. The call came after an alert on his Apple Watch prompted Tim Boyd to go to the hospital, where he learned something was wrong with his heart. Tim says he was relaxing outside when his Apple Watch sent him an alert, showing his heart rate was beating faster than normal while sitting down.
So I thought maybe there was something wrong with my watch. I checked my heart rate manually, and yes, it was elevated for sure. So the next morning I went in to emergency to get checked out and was diagnosed with AFib. And I had absolutely no symptoms.
AFib is an irregular heartbeat that can cause issues including blood clots, heart failure, or even stroke. But after his visit to the hospital and resolving the AFib issue through a minimally invasive procedure called an ablation, doctors discovered Tim would need to undergo another far more invasive operation for a pacemaker.
The pacemaker was really, discovered in this process and really a separate issue. Said, okay, we'll solve the AFib first, and then we'll schedule for a pacemaker later.
When they do the ablation, it affects the SA node, the thing that actually gives off the electrical pulses to the heart. And so sometimes people end up with a pacemaker because the heart can no longer pace the electrical activity.
While AFib can affect anyone, NBC5 medical expert Dr. Robin Miller suggests people who are fit and engage in regular exercise may experience fewer or less severe symptoms compared to those who are less active.
As you get older, eat healthy, exercise, avoid overindulging in alcohol, don't smoke.
I can attest, my dad's always been an active person, whether it's riding his bike, going for a long run, or hiking the mountains on his weekends. But he says if it wasn't for his diagnosis, he wouldn't have the confidence to not only exercise daily, but to train and compete in a half marathon and triathlon.
It's almost now I'm really dependent on the watch, and because of the pacemaker and because of my heart, I can't imagine being anywhere without it.
What the Apple Watch will do is give you an EKG reading, a rhythm strip, basically. It won't do the whole EKG, just the rhythm strip. So it will pick up abnormal heart rhythms.
Having the pacemaker really allowed me to be able to say, I can do this.
After a couple years, he still trains daily and says he feels grateful for his doctors and his smartwatch's life-saving alerts.